si Presidente Pinoy ay na-interview at sinabi po niya na parang in debug na yung RH. If you will listen to his interviews, and this is why he did not mention it anymore in the SONA. Now, we all know that attack na attack sila ipasa ito. And if they have the numbers, they won't wait for the last quarter of this year. So they do not have the numbers. They do not, by any chance, have the numbers. And if we have more people that are pro-RH, that speak like the good Senator Santiago, we will have more numbers for pro-life. And we are also making sure that we are not going to claim anything, because it is all God's work. Hindi naman to trabaho ng tao. Hindi naman ang kalaban dito tao sa tao. Ang kalaban dito, demonyo. It's an angelic battle. Tayo po yung mga tao. Sumusunod po tayo sa ating pananampalataya, ngunit tayo matalo. Nandun din ang ating mga anghel de la guardia, ika nga sa Veritas. Okay? So let us not be intimidated by what the President says. If they had the numbers, they will call the meeting and pass it immediately. They do not have the numbers.
Salamat po. Si Archbishop Cruz hindi na nakapagpaalam, pupunta sa Pontifical Representative sa Lucio.
Siguro nais ko lang idagdag na I said earlier na magandang bagay ito na pinag-uusapan ng media, ng mga legislators, at unti-unting nakikisali na rin ang mga lay persons who eventually will have a very vital role in deciding kung ipapasa pa ang RH bill, because these are the voters. Sila ang nagboboto nitong mga representante natin sa Kongreso at saka sa Senado. Because definitely, things like this should not be decided only upon by the legislators, independent of the mind of the people that they represent. Dapat, while we discuss about this in Congress or in the Senate, they should remember ano ang sentimiento ng kanilang mga tauhan whom they represent. And the more the people are involved in these discussions, the better for the country. Because, with all respect, pag nagdiskusyon kasi ang ating mga legislators and before they come to a decision, it is highly possible na aside from having in their minds and hearts the sentiments and the welfare of the people whom they represent, may mga pork barrel kasi. I mean, to say the least, no? Voting pro or against can be influenced by some other factors. Okay? And I really ask our legislators to look at the faces, to listen to the voices of the people whom they represent. Ano ba talaga ang talagang pangangailangan ng makakadala ng makakadeliver ng genuine and lasting social good sa kanilang mga tao, sa kanilang mga sinasakupan. Yun lang naman ang dahilan kung bakit why I like the ongoing debate.
Kasi may binanggit nga pala si Pinoy sa SONA na positive siya na magkakaroon ng muling dialogue sa pagitan ng simbahan. Ang tanong namin meron na bang schedule o wala pa rin?
Well, until now, we haven't received any official written invitation or request for dialogue. Sinabi din yan noon, mga towards the end of the year, nung sinabing we have, they have indicated that they're open to dialogues, but wala namang official communication. In fact, last year, nung ma-umpisa ang dialogue, it was because CBCP sent a letter asking for a schedule na magkaroon ng preparatory meetings for a dialogue. So siguro kung they have the intention or the plan to start again in dialogue, then we would be happy to receive a letter, and then the CBCP will study it, will discuss it, kung ano ang mga prospects ng resuming a dialogue, if ever.
Salamat po. Asik doon sa lakot. May target ng pamahalaan na rice self-sufficiency by 2013. Itong mga pagbagsak na malalakas sa pag-ulan, naka-apekto ba ito positively or negatively? On target po tayo.
Ang statement po namin, we are on track to achieve that self-sufficiency for food staples by the end of 2013. In fact, ito pong first and second quarter of 2011 is has registered a 16% increase over last year's production. And this has given us more confidence that we are on track to achieve that food staple self-sufficiency target by the end of 2013.
Sa rice po. Sa corn.
Ariel, we're 89% self-sufficient in corn. So we are in fact we might be ahead in palay, over palay for self-sufficiency in corn. On track pa rin po yan.
Ano lang ang pwedeng makadelay sa target na ito?
Well, kasama nga po yan yung ganitong mga sitwasyon na unpredictability ng weather. But for the first quarter and second quarter, doon po dapat talaga pumasok yung intervention ng gobyerno, lalong-lalo na sa irigasyon. So ngayon pong first half of the year, Secretary Alcala and together with NIA embarked on improving our existing irrigation facilities, building new ones, and then rehabilitating yung ating irrigation canals. And that will be continued for the first half of 2012.
Okay, salamat po, Secretary. Si Attorney Joe Imbong, may kasabihan tayo, haliman daw at magaling. Magaling pa rin. Binasa po kayo ni Eric yung statement ninyo. So, magtatanong na lang po kami sa inyo, ma'am, anong kaso ang pwedeng isampa sa CCP, sa UST, o sa artist, o kanino pa man, para mapahinto yung exhibitionist activity?
Una-una, tungkol sa civil case na nabanggit ni Eric kanina, no? Ito kasing Cultural Center of the Philippines. Sa pangalan na lang, cultural. Ano yung ibig sabihin nun? Yung salitang cultural, nanggaling yun sa cult. Ibig sabihin is based on maybe religion or yung mga bagay na nasa pananampalataya, mga paniniwala, ganyan. So doon sa kanilang mandate, sa PD15, ang kanilang trabaho at pananagutan ay upang panindigan at palaguin ang kulturang Pilipino. So ang tanong ko, kultura ba natin yung mga babastos ng mga imahen? Kultura ba natin yung mga insulto? Kultura ba natin na insultuhin at para dinampal mo yung Diyos doon paglaruan at gawing katawa-tawa ang isang bagay na banal? Hindi natin kultura yun. Ang ibig sabihin, ang ginawa na yun ng CCP na pinayagan na magkaroon ng ganoong exhibit ay isang paglabag sa kanilang pananagutan na nasa batas. In other words, mananagot dapat sila. At ang isang paraan ay upang isa na yun. Pigilan na. Kasi nakita ko sa Twitter nung kagabi sa XXX na picture yan sa ABS-CBN. Pinakita doon at nagtanong sila sa mga karaniwang tao, karaniwang mamamayan. Wala namang nagsabing okay. May isa, wala. The fact lang na sinasabi doon sa exhibit na the material, it might not be appropriate for those who are not adults. Ibig sabihin, that's an admission that there is really something wrong and gross in it. Tungkol naman sa legal remedies, isa na yun na dapat pigilan nila yun. Kailangan ang korte, hihingi tayo ng isang order sa korte upang sabihin sa kanila na kayo ay lumalabag sa batas, kaya tigilan nyo na yan. Accountable sila dyan, ang Board of Trustees. So, ang sulat na pinadala namin ay tinanggap kahapon sa CCP at naka-address ito kay Mr. Raul Sunico, ang presidente nila. Pangalawa, yung criminal case, hindi ko lang kung nabanggit ni Archbishop Cruz kanina na merong paglabag sa Artikulo 201 sa Penal Code. At yun naman, binabarusahan yung mga gumagawa ng mga exhibit, public exhibit, na ang laman ng exhibit ay mga bagay na nang-iinsulto sa relihiyon. Sa relihiyon. Klaro yun Hindi ba? So, dyan pa lang, kung sino man yung artist na yon na gumawa ng mga bagay na yon, nagrabe talaga. Kahit sa mga adults, grabe talaga. May liability talaga siya. Kasi you're offending the religious belief of a country that is 85% Christian. Kung ito ay ginawa at directed against another faith, Kagaya nung nangyari sa Denmark, si Rushdie,
Salman Rushdie.
at saka yung Danish cartoonist na gumawa siya ng caricature ni Mohammed. Aba, lahat na halos ng mga diplomatic offices ng Denmark around the world ay...
Sinusunog.
Oo, sinusunog. Nagtago yata yung Danish cartoonist dun eh. So ito, 85% Christian country, ganun-ganun lang ba yun?
Monsignor, kanina nabanggit ko, tatanong namin sa'yo tungkol sa race. Pero this is a matter of faith. Ano ho ang kasalanan ng isang Katoliko na ginagawang katatawanan o nilalapastangan ng imahe ng ating pananampalataya?
Well, kung pag-uusapan ay kasalanan, moral fault, then we'll have to go into the intention of the artist. Kung nasa intention niya talaga is to make fun of the religious images and in effect of the religion, then there is sacrilege. Disrespect of the religion and of the religious images. So, doon ang sacrilege. No?
Apo, kung tama po pagkakatanda ko na tinuturuan kami ng katekismo nung bata pa ako, yung sacrilege isang mabigat na pagkakasala.
Desecration of religious images.
So,
Religious practices.
ito po ba magagamot ng pangungumpisa lamang sa isang pare o kailangan pa sa obispo?
Pag sinasabi kasing pangungumpisa, it's not just a matter of telling the sins. There has to be reparation. There has to be a sincere decision to avoid doing the same mistake.
Sa punto de vista ng pananampalatayang Katoliko, napakabigat ng pagkakasala ng ginawa ng artist.
At this point, siguro hindi ko pa masasabi yun kung talagang may intention siyang mag-bring up ng scandal, may intention ba siyang manira ng religious images or religious practices o religion, Catholic religion for that matter. We could not determine that. But kung meron man siyang intensyon na ganyan, if there is really malice in what they are doing here, then they really are accountable to kung sila ay Katoliko o sila depende sa kanilang relihiyon.
Kasi kung matatandaan ko, sa advertisement ng contraceptives na ginamit, hindi pinakita yung actor ng contraceptives, nakakahon dun sa advertisement sa telebisyon. Kasi hindi pinayagan ng actor na ilabas. Ito, isinama pa sa image ng mga Kristiyano Hindi ba yung combination yun that combination may testamento na hindi magandang hamar
Yun nga, ever since I heard about this news, I was asking myself, ako rin po ay produkto ng UST. I finished my theology. I took up my master's and licensure in theology in UST before I went to Rome for moral theology. Ang napag-aralan ko po magmula ng philosophy hanggang theology, the difference between art and violence. Thomistic philosophy yun. No? Ang art, to be really art, is discipline. It is supposed to uplift the spirit. No? And kung ganito makikita mong images and they are called artistic expression, they definitely in no way uplift the spirit. They even violate or abuse the spirit. No? So that would not be artistic expression anymore. It's an expression of violence. No? Because art, being an art, is discipline. It knows how to respect sensibilities. No? Kung art lang iyon and then it offends, it is offensive. It's not art anymore. No? It's not art anymore. It's supposed to be. Kaya makita mo sa mga tinatawag nating art, there is a very clear line between pornography and nudity, which is artistic. No? Nudity, makikita mo sa mga Sistine Chapel, sa mga which uplift the spirit, and pornography, which merely arouses the erotic tendencies. Iba yun. Magkaiba yun. No? So, along that same line, there is a thin line between artistic expression and violating a person's or a religion's sensibilities.
Yes, Atty. Jebo?
Essentially, nagpipil tapos ng human papillomavirus, mas madaling magkaroon ng cancer. So, anong gamot? Gusto nilang bakunahan